Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ERS Race Hub, episode number 3. I am your host, Cody Goforth, and alongside me we have my co-host.
Hello, we're back again.
That is King, who is joining me alongside, and it's been a while since we've been in the studio, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long time. A lot of redecorations over the past few weeks. As you can tell, we have new stuff for our good old Colombian man, but sadly he won't be here tonight due to some business, but we're alright with that. We're sure that he'll be here next week.
That's for sure. He'll be with us next time we show up. So, what do you want to talk about to start off with, King? You decide this.
First, many changes over the past few weeks after we last did this. This was likely before the playoffs. Many new winners. And we have 3 new champions over the past. We have new champions after the season end, with many controversial endings, which we don't talk about.
Yes, we should. Let's see. Last time, I believe we ended it off with predictions for Darlington, was it?
I believe so.
And I I don't remember actually. Anyways, let's just go over the race winners from the end of the season, shall we?
Yes, I am going to get the spreadsheet up right now. Ooh, stand by. If you like to put your the camera onto the board of the win list for the weekend.
Let me go pull that up here. Give me one sec. I gotta switch sides here. There we go. We have it up.
As for the winners of the weekend, we have Cody number for Darlington did a toe mayor move across the line with a big wreck in the back, making drivers DNF and got big positions after that.
I made a good move to win at Darlington, my first ever D1 win, my first crown jewel, and then going to Charlotte. Race dominated by Meme and Mistakes, and it ends up being a Meme Star coming out with the race win. His first career win.
The D2 champion has shown some strength to the D1 era, showing that he is no one to be messed with.
Very true. And then we had the All Star race, which was a very controversial event. Round of short track, race dominated by, funny enough, race that was dominated by me. I end up getting taken out last second and up finishing second in that race. That race was won by Nug out of nowhere, winning that race.
The Hall of Famer, after he was forced to shut down RCR due to a controversial incident between him and a person we don't want to talk about.
Very true. Then we head to the first road course of the season, Barber. That was a meme. That was a crap show. That was horrible. That race was dominated by Lexus, but it ended up being Mystixo getting his first win in the season over, I believe it was Gecko. Lexus got wrecked out, I believe, midway through.
I believe that too.
And then we went on to,
Then
oh,
we went back to Indianapolis for the first time since season 10, and with the previous winners of that being Aang, me, and we were at Barber for D3 for season 10. I believe I have no idea who the winner was at that time.
very true, went to the Indy Oval. I ended up DNQing this race, but it was for the better. People were complaining about the race all race long. Race that was dominated by Mystixo, but Daniel ended up getting a pole. The D2 driver at the time ended up getting a D1 one-off, won the pole, and Mystixo ends up getting his second win of the season back-to-back weeks. And then we went to
To New Hampshire, the New England states.
that was a very fun race to go to be in, and once again, another controversial finish. So that race was dominated by Mystic. So late race caution came out, and Gecko, after being full sent into the corner, ended up winning that race. His first win of the season and first in a long time. And then we went to the regular season cutoff, the super speedway known as Huntersville. And why don't you pull up the clip of the finish?
I can do that if I can find it.
You just gotta scroll up a
If
little
I can
bit.
get back to it. Yeah,
That
I am going back. As we talk about Huntersville, Phil, let's go back to the other winners of the past races and the other tracks. Meme won Darlington for D2. To Daniel getting a redemption for Charlotte. Jacob, Lime Rock, Barber, and Indy go to Lucky. Hale, New Hampshire, and me for Huntersville. And for D3, we have Kaylee win Colton for Charlotte, but Jacob, Lime Rock, Utah, Dusty, Livin, Indy, New Hampshire, 121G, Huntersville Hero, Row. We'll get to the playoffs in a bit, but before we get to that, we're gonna be showing off what happened at the end of Huntersville. If I can find the footage, stay with us.
But I will say I was part of that Huntersville race. That was a very, very fun race to be part of. It was your normal super speedway, and here it is. So we have NASA. They all wash up. I go 4 wide bottom, outside West Preferred Lane, 5 wide. Nugfits comes down. I get turned. The entire field dies. I end up slamming the death wall. Finish ends up going to, I believe it was Lexus who ended up pulling off the victory. And then I limp it home.
You could tell Cody and his owner friend right there. You could tell his car is absolutely demolished. The tire ended up aiming loose on the pit road. Thankfully, no one got hit by the tire.
Yeah, that was. I knew I needed to finish the race. In order to get the points, I need to finish the race. I am glad glad that they built these cars so safe. That's what saved me there.
Indeed. Going back to the board, we have many incidents going on after Huntersville. If you'd like to explain those.
Uh, if you're talking about the first playoff race, Road America. That was. Oh man, that was something else. Road America, beginning the playoffs, was an interesting fuel strategy race. My strategy was just right around the back. I found myself running P3 coming to the white flag, and then I DNF'd like really early on. I forgot about that. I ended up getting DNF'd early on trying to drive it too hard. That race was dominated by Gecko, and Beagle won halfway, but the race winner went to everybody's favorite Colombian, Burger Man himself, Guillermo Chase, got the win.
Yep. And Gecko gets the win over me at Kentucky. The Kentucky Fried Chicken State. Sorry for any Kentuckians. I don't know your nicknames for your state, but it's whatever. I apologize.
Home of the Kentucky Derby.
And Wiss wins at Auto Club, gets the victory over Meme Star. The Mystixo dominates Raw Atlanta.
However, there's another incident that we have to talk about at Road Atlanta that almost affected the playoff picture permanently.
Yeah, there's actually a clip of that finish if I can find it. And just bear with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to call out any names, but it's a very interesting situation. I want everybody's takes in the comments below of this incident.
I'm attempting to find that clip, so bear with me. I don't think it's any.
No, there's a clip. There is definitely a clip. I think I have the link. I can.
Yeah, send it, because I can't find it in the channel section. But anyway, back to to the schedule. We're going to talk about D3. KLD gets the win. Colton following Kentucky, drifting, winning Red Bull. Royal Atlanta, drifting, then goes back to back. And KLD wins the state of Michigan, an international speedway. Then Talladega goes to KLD, and then D. Then Nikki wins Homestead, and KLD is crowned as the new D3 champion for season 14. As for D2, we have Dale winning Royal Atlanta, Sheen, Kentucky, Cole Auto Club, Lucky, Royal Atlanta, Michigan, Miggy, Sheen in Talladega. Big controversy at D2 Talladega, however.
All right,
Then Homestead,
I found the clip. I have sent it in your DMs.
Copy that. And Homestead D2 was a wreck show and a bad one. As anyways, we have a clip of the
Yes.
D1 for Atlanta. I'm gonna get
Peace out, man.
there.
Drive safe.
There, and here we are.
I will.
Audio.
You can mute it if you want.
What?
There it is. It's off.
There we go.
All right. So this onboard
I don't know
mistake.
if
This is onboard mistake. So I'm currently P2. I believe that is.
As we could tell, Wiz and Max and Mysixo battling. As there's a big wreck there, we can see Star getting collected into that one.
Yes, that's Aang. That's Aang in front of me. So I'm gonna describe what I'm feeling at this point. I'm like, okay, this is a good finish for me. I'm okay with taking this. I have a good corner here. Mystixo has a better corner, but I make a good corner. It was a bit aggressive. He ran a little wide, so I was like, all right, I'll just ride around right here. I'm like, I know I can probably get him. So I get up to his bumper, but then I back out.
We can see in the chat. Then there was a big wreck, but I don't think Runky saw it and kept the green, which that was probably controversial.
Right there, Aang messes up the second to last corner, hits the inside wall, allows me to get inside of him. I cleared him for the race lead on the white flag. He makes contact with Mystique, so they're side by side behind me. At this moment, I'm thinking, I's gotta go. I gotta run.
So you can tell Mystique nearly wrecks, then Wiz got ahead.
And good corner.
That's a good point. That's a good finish for Wiz. And this is where the stuff's going to get big and really idiotic. No offense.
No. I knew what I needed to do. I took this corner defensive because I knew he'd try to dive it in. And then right here.
Bam! Right there.
Aang just flat out. Well, I guess we already said his name. You could see his name in chat. I got taken out. I could
tell that.
Racing for the race lead. I was upset. And this is an insane finish between Mystixo and Wiz. We can keep this going here.
Yep. We'll pause it after this.
Like,
and now,
good corner by Mystixo right there. Contact. More contact.
Hitting doors. Nearly there. Nearer to the wall.
Mystixo runs him up, and Mystixo gets the photo finish win.
We're going to take a look back at what happened between you and Aang.
With pleasure. I can give you what I was thinking here. I can't tell you what Aang was thinking. So right here, I'm thinking, I got to make this corner. I got a couple corners to go. And then right there, when he hits me, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like.
Right there. Yeah, we're going to go back to where he just turned. Aang, right there. He doesn't intend to turn right there. He doesn't intend to turn or let off. That point of my investigation said that was likely intentional to wreck you, because there's been controversy between you and him early on in the race, which you could tell the story that you said that it is true, that you're not aggressive all the time. But the other clip you sent me, that Aang has camera fully in, kind of like Mystixo has right there, and then you came in and caused it. Well, my agreement is don't do this with your camera unless you want to get locked in. But in other corners like these, have your camera fully zoom out so you know who's coming at you and who's going coming to you, so you can be alerted.
Now, when I knew he was gonna send it, so I was trying to break a little bit more than normal for that corner, so he could fly right by me, sacrifice time on entry to get that run off, have him go into the wall, wreck himself, and I pull away for the win. I just didn't quite get it. I didn't quite do enough.
Yeah, there's after that we're gonna go back to the photo finish. We're gonna wait for the right moment. Look at that! Nearly hit the wall.
Now
Imagine that.
that would have been insane because that would have given, I believe, that would have given Zach the win. Whoever was third at the time, I'm unsure of who was in third at the moment, at this moment.
We're gonna.
But
And then.
had Mystixo gotten put into the wall there, that would have been interesting. But
And,
look at this. At this point,
and
they're nose to nose. You don't know who's gonna win,
into the line right there. Miss
right?
Six so clearly had it. But if the line was like
100 feet
right
further,
there, then
Wiz
it will.
has it.
We want to know who got it.
So this is gonna be awesome. But let's move on from this, and we'll discuss the rest of the season.
Yeah. Back to the board. Anyway, wait,
After
wait.
after Road Atlanta, we moved on to Michigan, the second to last race of the second to last round of the season. And
It's my
man,
home track.
oh man, was it a banger! I ended up qualifying. I
Yep.
think I qualified P4, P5, one of those two. I was near the front of the pack. I was up there most of the day. That race was end up the pole and halfway were won by Meme Star and Gecko won half. But the most important stat of them all, your race winner, myself actually. After once again the entire guys in front of me wreck, I drove to the bottom and got the win. I think there's a clip of that.
You could try to look
I'm
for
gonna
it.
go find it.
But yep, go. You can do that. Anyways, and after Michigan, which is my home state, if you want to know about sports, we'll probably talk about it more later. And Aang gets to win at Talladega, which is going to be his last win of ERS. So far, he is retired now. Now, then we're head to Homestead. It's a moment for between the championship four guys. It's either win or go home.
And that one was it was not a very
You
fun
don't have to
moment.
say.
I
You don't have to say if you want to.
no, I
I'm not like forcing you.
no, I'll say it. I end up losing pretty much at the very beginning of the race, and it cost me my shot at championship. Also, there are no clips of the finish, unfortunately.
Yeah. But here's one thing what happened to Cody. Ron decided to be, I'm offended. Bam.
Ron,
No offense to Ron.
yeah, no offense, Ron. Ron's such a sick guy. Ron's awesome. Uh,
He just makes moments that could cost someone the race.
I mean, he didn't DNF me, but it unintentionally led to my DNF. He drove it into turn one, put me into the outside wall, caused me to have to drive a little bit harder than I would have liked. But unfortunately, I ended up driving too hard, hit off a wall fling, DNF'd super early on. I ended up finishing the season fourth in the point standings.
Yeah. But it's hard time. But then the big controversy happened with is a miracle for Mystic So turns out Aang had a cup still in his car and it fling out and the caution was called. We still don't know if that was either intentional or not. I don't know.
In
It's still
my eyes,
unconfirmed.
it wasn't intentional. That's in my
A
eyes.
lot of people were like, yes, me, Dune, and Lance were out of VC looking at it. We're like, is this intentional or not? No, we're still confused of what happened.
I don't think it was intentional at all. But
Yeah,
your champion
and we have
for D1 for I believe it was RFK, and went to Mistixo, driver the number 8 for, was it RFK or was it RCR?
I think
Might have been
Moxley, I
might
believe.
have been
Let me check.
RCR.
Let me check. Season 14 roster. Where the heck is it? There it is. Okay, Mixtixo.
All right,
Okay, yep.
driver number 8 for RFK was Mistixo. Congratulations to him for winning the D1 championship. But who won the D2 championship?
That be the Mexican himself, Case.
How about it for K's? And D3, who took the D3 win?
ALP won D3, and another big controversy after D3. Dusty was suspended for race manipulation for intentionally wrecking blocks, and he'd be suspended for the D2 Season 15 Daytona race.
It was massive because winning at Daytona would be awesome for any driver. But I think we're gonna save that. I think we're gonna save another thing I wanted to talk about for whenever the Burger Man himself is here. But let's talk about some rosters. Why don't we?
Yeah. And also, Max has DM'd me. He's asking for a link, but and I'm going to add him to the group chat right now.
All right.
Why are you not in the game?
I'm. Oh, I got disconnected. Oh, Max is here. Max didn't call.
Yeah. Max, if you can hear us, stay muted. Oh, he's not muted.
Max is joining the call, but he's not here yet. But we had some changes in the
Roster. Uh, we have not confirmed that if this roster is actually updated. I've almost forgot to tell that we have sadly announced that Runke has decided to hang up the ownership for ERS.
Unfortunately, we will miss Runke. We thank him for everything he did for the sport, and we thank him for everything that he did for the drivers. We're gonna miss you, Runke.
And for the new owner, we have Zach taking up the place. I have a lot of expectations for him. He did good hosting D4. I can say he could do it for the main divisions now. I have a lot of hope for him.
I have a lot of faith in Zach. Zach's a chill guy. He knows what to do. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. We'll be talking about more sports later. But anyway, back to the roster. We have Jason, Kyle, Cody, and NASA in the roster. You were confused when I asked you, NASA's on your team, and you're like, what are you talking about?
Yes, cause we were never told, us being the Avery Motorsports ownership staff, we were never told that he was on our team. So I
Yeah, and you're like, hold up, let me look it up.
uh so we
And
are
then you realize, then you found out later, and you're like, King was right.
so we're going to try to figure things out here. We're going to try to figure things out on our side. So Avery Motorsports roster is not solidified yet, but let's talk about some of the rookies moving up into
Yep.
D1. We have
Rayo going to DT for the 82 Chevy. Daniel and Kaylee are both going to D1 Haley a firing of D1 before she left, and now she's back.
Be very interesting. Then we have Cole driving the number, what is that? Number 20 for JGR. Then we have Lucky and Sheen driving for
The two
LCM.
contenders last year, and LCM is now owned by Rusty, who announced his retirement at the end of season 14. Nano also announced his retirement and end up quitting the season. And we have no rumors of who is retiring after this, besides Runky is retiring.
And
As for
yourself.
Yep, I after the win at Huntersville, well, I was just still designing what team I'm going to when I get D1 because I wanted to get out D2 because of the craziness. I was chilling one night in my living room. Meme texted me saying, "Hey, you want to join Penske?" And I'm like, "Heck yeah, brother!"
So it's going to be awesome racing against you full time next season. But
Yep, I'm
some
gonna be reuniting you and Lucky again.
some veterans moving from one team to another. One important moment. Rizzo,
9 o'clock.
aka Dune, leaving Avery Motorsports, dropping ownership of Avery Motorsports to move to MBM. That is an interesting move. What do you think about it?
I say that we know that Dune is going near the retirement plan, and I say it's a good spot for Dune to likely finish the career here. Here, I don't know if what Dune's pronouns are. If I apologize asking.
I haven't even heard anything. All I know is that they're driving for MBM next season.
Yes, yes. So and Max going to LCM with the same number.
So it's going to be
And
very fun to see how the rookies do, how the new guys moving, where they end up being. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see how things go down. But I believe we have a special guest joining us tonight.
yep.
You want to
I
announce
am.
him, or you want me to?
I'll do it. I'm just giving the game to him.
Let me
Game to him, and he's gonna do whenever he's ready. I'm gonna
this
show off the screen
over
share.
here. Oh no.
Oh, and Roblox decides to update, but never
Oh
mind.
yay!
Roblox, as everyone knows, Roblox likes to do a funny sometimes if you
And
don't play
here
Roblox.
he is,
To
the
do
creator of everything we have here. Please welcome Max Danger.
Love that WWE style opening right there.
You're welcome, Max. I had you. Max, welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight. I wasn't expecting to have you.
Yeah, it's good to be here. When I saw the first episode of the ERS Hub podcast, I mean, obviously, I kind of helped in orchestrating the whole thing because I built the studio, but it was a fun first episode, and I decided why not. So here I am right now, here with you guys. Let's talk, shall we?
Hey, let's
yeah,
talk. What do you want to talk about, man?
yeah.
Well, I mean, there was that big news a while ago where Rusty tried to, I guess, kind of shaft me down to a part-time ride in Division 1 for season 15.
Yeah, I heard about that. What's the word on that? If you want to talk about that.
Well, obviously everything's cleared up. I'm still signed full-time. Honestly, though, that was kind of a shock because it was a bad time uh when that announcement came because I failed to show up to that Division 1 race, and I feel like that kind of made Rusty think that I wouldn't be good at showing up, and I guess he was just kind of all about consistency for next season. So, I mean, yeah, it was unfortunate during the moment. I had no clue of the announcement. It took like a day after, or I think the same day when the announcement came. I had no Wi-Fi because I was camping. I was out somewhere where there was no Wi-Fi or very little Wi-Fi. so I was just completely oblivious to all the silly season news that was going on. But yeah, it took I had to do like a little bit of chicanery, if you would, to try and get my full-time ride back.
Yeah, that's very interesting to see. So, what are your so you are running full time, correct? Can you confirm that?
Yes, yes, I am going full-time. I really want to improve on this season because season 14 was not the season I wanted. It was like around the end of high school, so I was very caught up on a lot of work, and even into summer vacation, my parents were taking me out to a lot of places. So I wanted to show up to more races. I really wanted to make the playoffs because I've done that in every previous season. Wanted to bring out more of that power in the 44 because in the races I have showed up to, I've been really good. So I'm hoping for that big turnaround. I'm hoping to at least score that first victory or at least be consistent, especially with the new point system that Zach is implementing.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see the new point system. I for one, am excited to see how it affects the racing because it's gonna be more emphasis on being consistent and not winning as much. I'm excited to see it.
I mean, I think it could be good. The problem is, I feel like everyone's going to be aggressive every race, like more aggressive than we already are in the playoffs. But then again, the Division 4 used the classic Winston points format for season 1, like their inaugural season. I took part of that and it was good. It was actually really good. I thought I didn't think much of it because I was a new driver at that time, but taking that into account now and how it went, it could be good.
So you have more experience than I do with that type of point system, obviously.
Yeah.
Uh, what do
It
you
did.
what do you think is gonna be the thing that determines, who's gonna be good in the playoffs and who's not? Like, what's gonna be that big track type that you think, oh, if I can succeed at this track type, I'm gonna be fine.
Hmm. I feel like intermediates are gonna be the number one key. I'm not sure. I forgot. I haven't checked the schedule in a while now, but like a whole bunch of new intermediate tracks have been added. I feel like if you're good on a lot of the intermediates, especially some of the cookie cutter race tracks, I think you'll be a champion for sure.
That's definitely true. Who do you think, in your honest opinion, who do you think's gonna be the championship contenders this season?
That's a hard one. It could be Mystic, so it could be any of the RFK drivers. I always show a lot of hate towards RFK, but that could just be some of that, rusty or rubbing on me. But I don't think RFK is a bad team. I don't hate. Okay, hi Axel.
Oh, hello.
I
We have
no.
we have the studio pet who has arrived.
Ah,
The
get
studio
away
pet.
from me.
We have
The
we have
studio.
a former D3 and now D2 driver here.
Do I have admin? Okay. No. Oh wait. Okay.
You gotta
Playing.
you gotta get him. Yeah, get him out of here.
Oh, I don't think I a while back, the last time I updated this game, I thought I could fling him
Oh,
or
he's
get rid of
gone.
him, but I
He's
can't.
gone. There you go.
All right, yeah. Okay, he's gone.
Back to what we were
Sorry about
discussing.
that.
Yeah,
Sorry about that. We had someone left the cage open for the studio pet. I'm just
yeah.
I'm just
So
messing
I was
I'm just messing around, Axel. If you're watching this,
yeah, that was funny. As I was saying before about RFK, I don't think it's a bad team as much as I say it is. I kind of portray it as like an evil dictator kind of team where it's taking all the good humble drivers and turning them kind of into like hunter servants. But really though, I don't think they're a bad team. I think the drivers on them are still good, especially guys like Putin Mystic. So they're good. They're good people. And I feel like RFK, they could be the championship contending team again because they have a lot of good drivers who are consistent during a lot of races. But I don't know. I feel like there's going to be some of those drivers where you didn't expect to be so up high in the point standings. But I'm not sure.
So,
Could be an Avery Motorsports driver in the playoffs.
really, you think an Avery Motorsports driver makes it?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like Cody, where were you in the point standings before the playoffs started?
Like third.
There you have it.
I was like third in the points.
Yeah, so take the playoffs out of the equation and just have it be those point standings for the rest of the season.
Like,
You see what I mean?
let me double check that because I might be saying wrong information. But let me double check this. So, season 14 D1. Yeah, I was fourth in the points. I ended up fourth in the points.
You see?
All told.
There could be that huge breakout for a driver we just didn't expect to be up there.
Yeah, I honestly, Max, I think you're gonna be up there.
Really?
I think you'll be there. You in the races I've raced against you, you've been quick. Honestly, you've been better than me.
I
So
mean,
I think
yeah.
I think it'd be a championship threat.
I mean, I did show that I could win a championship with the point system that was implemented in the inaugural season of Division 4. Like, I got close. It was really close. So, all I really need to focus on is just showing up to races, but I'm not the best at qualifying. That's kind of my Achilles heel.
Yeah, trust me, I'm right there with you. I struggle at qualifying in most races myself. So it's going to be very interesting to see how things go down. Who ends up winning the championship this season? Do you have any do you have any words you want to say because I believe we're getting K's in this.
Oh, really?
I think we're getting someone else up in this.
Uh,
And he's got a league. He's gonna be winning D5 here shortly. So
all right.
you got any
So,
parting words?
any final words? I can't wait for season 15. I just realized now that we have a 15 car on the wall behind us.
Yeah, yeah, that's like actually perfect angling for it.
Shouts out to Addicted to Speed, that guy who doesn't race in this league anymore. But yeah, my final words is I can't wait to be on board with these guys here in season 15. I can't wait to race in Division 1. Yeah, I'm just going to say now this is going to be the 2001 of ERS without all the tragedy. This is just going to be a good competitive season cuz season 14 it's felt like that 2000 season where it's gearing up for the next season where a lot of the huge stuff is going to happen. I feel like season 15 is gonna be one of the best because this is big. There's been a lot of silly season news and a lot of changes.
Hey, we appreciate you joining us tonight, and hopefully we get you on in future episodes. Thank you for making this for us.
Yeah, it was good to be on this podcast. I've been waiting for this for a while.
Hey, we
Yeah.
appreciate you. We'll do this more often. Hey, everybody, give it up for Max Danger, who's gonna be full time next season.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Max. And introducing next, our next guest. Please welcome. He is one of the threats every single time he races. Please welcome Case.
Cody's from Mexico.
I I I couldn't remember exactly where he is from. Hello,
From
Case. We appreciate you
Iowa.
joining us here tonight. You don't have a mic, I'm assuming. Monterey. Oh, same as Daniel Suarez.
Oh,
All right, well,
that's
Case,
nice.
welcome in. Glad we can have you on the podcast. What are you most looking forward to this year? Nah, you're good, man. You're good. appreciate you taking time out of your night. You actually have a race you're going to here shortly, don't you? Going to Texas. Yeah, you have just a few minutes here. We'll try not to take up as much of your time because the ping just got dropped. Yeah,
Yep.
it hates me too, Case. Well, wishing you good luck. You got anything you want to say to everybody? Because I do want to, because you do have a private jet to go catch. That that it was. Yeah. Congratulations on that, by the way. Not how you win it. It's the fact that you did win it. More than I can say. Hey, Penske's a scary team. I look forward to seeing how you defend this season, and we're actually gonna let you go so you can go maybe win a D5 race for us.
Yeah, and you gotta get to that private jet because I don't know when it's going to leave. You don't want to leave. It doesn't want you to leave without you because
Yeah.
you're a big package.
Hey, have a good one, man. Best of luck to you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Case. We'll get him a proper interview. Yeah, no problem, man. We'll get him a proper interview next time. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your D2 champion from season 14, Hayes. And I think, yeah, we got. I mean, if he's available,
Yeah, we're trying to get him here right now.
we.
He's playing Roblox. Last time I saw it was he was playing college football.
Oh man, that's a fun game. While we have this little break in the action, let's talk. Let's get into. I know this is kind of away from what we normally talk about. Let's get into some sports, why don't we? Because NFL season
Yeah.
has kicked off.
Yep. And the college, and college games too. Too. As we has before we let's get to the teams. Coach is a Saints fan.
Food
He is
animation.
originated from New Orleans. I think so.
Yes, just outside New Orleans.
Okay. Okay. So and I'm a Lions fan. I don't live in the city, but I'm outside basically. So we're gonna get to the first week.
Oh,
And so yeah, we got the Ravens losing to the Chiefs, Eagles winning against the Packers, Saints winning against the Panthers, and Vikings wins against the Giants. Patriots wins Bengals, Steelers, Falcons, Texans, Colts, Bills, Cardinals, Bears. Yeah, you can look all you want, but this week your but Cody, your team absolutely whooped the Cowboys.
yes, we did this. Honestly, it's a cool time to be a Saints fan. New offensive
Yeah,
coordinator has our offense absolutely clicking. We have the second most points scored in the first two games in NFL history.
nice. And you said to it. It'd be funny if you said that to Hunter. I know he's a Cowboys fan. If I think so, but you'd be like spanking. That was me spanking you.
That was what I like to call BTA. You can connect the dots if you want to. Uh, but no,
Yep,
it's awesome time. The only team we're behind in points scored is guess who?
Buccaneers. I think so.
All time, the only team we're behind in points scored is the 2009 New Orleans Saints at 93. points behind that. And hey, King, do you recall what they did
Yeah.
that year?
I don't remember. I don't follow Thanks a lot that much. I only follow Tigers and other, no, Lions and other stuff.
They went on to win the Super Bowl over Peyton Manning and the Colts.
Yep. And if anyone remembers what happened between the Vikings and them, I won't mention it. Cody remembers that.
Yeah, but I do want to say one thing. What happened? Y'all had the Buccaneers on the ropes. What happened to y'all?
I have no idea. Well, we're going. So why I was at my dad's that day. I was watching the game. God was trying to throw to St. Brown, I think was, but he got tackled by a guy. Then was intercepted. I think I say that's pass interference. That was technically likely interference against the Lions. Because if you saw what happened, so I take a look at Goff's first interception. Watch him, another Lions player, and the Buccaneers player. You can see one of them tackle the Lions player, and the ball got intercepted. That is intercept. That is pass interference, but the rest did call it a flag. Flag.
Yeah, I have another friend who's a Lions fan as well. He said y'all didn't lose to the Buccaneers. Y'all lost to the referees, which I, being a Saints fan, we feel that. We had the same. We've both dealt
Yeah,
with it. But
I did too
back to the college
against the
side.
Cowboys.
Back to the college
Yeah.
side. The newest AP poll has been released, and there are a couple of surprises here. I'm not gonna lie, because we have a new number one in the AP poll. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Your new number one for the top AP poll, top 25. If you are a fan of them, put your horns up, and it's the Texas Longhorns. They jump over Georgia, who dropped to number 2 after just barely squeaking out a win over Kentucky. Number 3 goes Ohio State. Interesting to see them up on this list. Number 4 goes... Give me a sec. There we go. Just give me a sip of water. Number 4. It's them big bad boys in crimson and white. The Alabama Crimson Tide. Number 4. Ole Miss, number 5. Tennessee is really impressing me this season. They're at number 6. Missouri, up to 7, is 3-0, surprisingly. And University of Miami is number 8. Oregon, number 9. And Penn State rounding out your top 10. Some surprises that are not in the top 10. Michigan being down in number 18. Went from being the defending champions to not even in the top 20. Or not even in the top 10.
Yeah, the Longhorns absolutely owned the Wolverines. Sorry for any Wolverines fans out there. They absolutely owned them.
And another team that is not in the top 25 has had a horrific start to their season. The Florida State Seminoles. 0-3 to begin the season.
Same with the Florida State FSU. They've been.
Yeah, that's who that is. The Florida State Seminoles.
Oh, sorry, they hurt. Here, back.
No.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. They're the first team since their early 70s to be ranked in the top 10, then start 0-3. I am genuinely surprised, but I told Florida State fans earlier that they didn't belong in the playoffs after they started complaining about the fact that they were discluded. But looking at the time, I actually do have stuff I want to get done tonight. So unfortunately, I am gonna have to end this episode here. We will get another one out as soon as we can. King, any closing remarks?
One thing that we know so far, that be ready for next one. We'll be trying to get as soon as many legends and as many known people as possible. And we can see we can try to get the Burger Man himself here.
Yes, we will. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching episode 3 of the ERS Race Hub. My name is Cody Goforth. This is my co-host King. And we thank you guys and see you guys next time for episode number 4 of the ERS Race Hub. Get ready for season 15. It's going to be exciting.